Have you ever noticed that your mood has a tendency to change depending on the environment or person you are surrounded by? Do you ever think about how there is always that one person that can either make you extremely sad or extremely happy for an inexplicable reason? This phenomenon is called emotional contagion. The direct definition states that emotional contagion is a tendency of having one person's emotions and related behaviors trigger similar emotions and behaviors in other people. Emotional contagion happens all around us, from watching funny videos with your friends in class to even in major company workplaces. People routinely catch each other's feelings when working together in groups. Not only does it affect each other's moods, surprisingly, it also significantly influences their judgment and decisions as well, usually without anyone having a clue. How do people actually catch emotions from each other? Well, through the process of automatic mimicry and the synchronization of one's expressions, vocalizations, postures, and movements with those of another person. By mirroring others, humans are able to feel reflections of their companion's emotions. Elaine Hatfield, an American social psychologist who was considered a leading pioneer in relationship science, theorized that emotional contagion is a two-step process. Step 1, we imitate people. If someone smiles at you, you smile back. Step 2, your mood changes as you are faking it. If you smile, you feel happy, and if you frown, you feel sad. In a recent study conducted by Segal Barsaid called the Ripple Effect, Emotional Contagion and its Influence on Group Behavior, Barsaid studied business school students through a simulated management exercise. For this, Segal divided business school students into small groups to conduct an exercise. Each group had to role-play a department head advocating for an employee to get a merit-based increase. At the same time, all the students were part of a committee dedicated to how the funds should be properly allocated, whilst trying to get the most for their own candidate and maximizing the overall benefit to the company. Segal had placed an actor in each group that were trained to convey one of 4 mood conditions, which were cheerful enthusiasm, serene warmth, hostile irritability, and depressed sluggishness. The findings revealed that the mood conditions definitely had a significant effect on emotional contagion. Groups which were infected with positive emotions had divided funds more equally compared to the negative emotion groups. That also displayed better cooperation, less interpersonal conflict, and a positive mindset about the tasks they had just managed. So now we know that emotions are actually contagious and how they affect each and every one of us. But where and how does emotional contagion work? Well, back in 1992, researchers studied the activity of single neurons in the macaque monkey. They came across a system of neurons that were fired when the monkey grabbed a peanut and when the researcher grabbed the peanut in front of the monkey. These neurons were aptly called mirror neurons because the neurons reflected a behavior. Situated in the premotor cortex, the supplementary motor area, and the inferior parietal cortex, mirror neurons subconsciously pick up subtle signs in the environment that tell you how others feel. However, some neuroscientists are skeptical about mirror neurons and believe that they are being overgeneralized. Since the findings in monkeys, very few psychologists have conducted experiments on humans due to the unethicality of firing direct electrodes into a human. Some studies have been done, such as in 2010 when Iacobani and colleagues temporarily implanted electrodes into epileptic patients' brains. The patients then observed and performed a grasping action on the laptop. The results were supportive, with mirror neurons identified in all the patients. However, the study was conducted on only 21 people, too small to be accurate proof. Even then, some neuroscientists believe that mirror neurons are being overgeneralized into emotional contagion aspects of things, because we don't need to perform an action in order to understand why someone is doing it or feeling that way. While research is still continuing and the mirror neuron theory is still being debated, we do know that humans are primed to mimic what we observe. From walking into an Apple store and instantly feeling a sense of liveliness and excitement that will raise your energy levels to having an angry boss that will make you feel as if your energy is being drained by a vampire. Even small actions like smiling may make your friends and your environment a happier place.
Created using Powtoon.